Hey everybody, this is Phillip coming at you from Candid at the Movies with another review. Today we looking at the comedy sci-fi adventure called The Wrong Girls, and it stars Kristen, Stewart, Aaliyah Shawkat, Lakeith Stanfield, Seth Rogen, Tony Hale, and a host of other folks. This is about two best friends, basically as all little buddy comedies go these days. You know, they got rent problems, so they trying to figure out how to come up with the rent. And how can I put this synopsis? They trying to figure out how to get by and get their rent together, but they love to get high. They love to get high. Anything happens, they smoking. But they end up in possession of some drugs that shouldn't have gotten to them. And pretty much the hijinks ensue from there as to how they get through all their problems and issues that they have along the day. So in watching this, I didn't see a trailer, so I went into this completely blind. And when I got in there, I don't know what's going on with word of mouth or they advertising, but the theater was all to myself. Nobody else was in there. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. So I didn't know I was getting ready to sit down for a stoner comic, but that's basically what this is, because they smoking weed, then they take this experimental drug that they know nothing about, and they end up with telepathic powers. And then once that's combined with the weed, they end up with some telekinetic powers. So it's a trip. I don't know if you need to have something before you go in here and see this or not. If that's your jam, you might. I don't know. You may enjoy it more. I don't know. So yeah, they end up losing this experimental drug because they're being hunted down by two sets of folks. The folks who mistakenly gave them to them in the first place, and then somebody else who's trying to steal the research. And then they find out that the girls have took the drugs. So now, instead of hunting them down for the drugs, they now want them. They are the first human specimens to have these drugs. And what's so special about this drug is they got it from a squid that's way deep down in the bottom of the ocean where there's no light at all. And what they're trying to figure out with this drug is how the squids communicate with each other, even though they can't see down there at the deep, dark, bottomless part of the ocean. And so they create this drug hoping that they can recreate how they communicate. And since now they got two human specimens, the chase begins and they being hunted. Of course, you got Lakeith Stanfield's character, who is not Metalhead Dave. He ends up trying to help rescue them and keep them away from the bad guys. And he eventually does, but you know, they go through some hijinks along the way that ain't normal for everybody else. I sat there and watched it, and you know, I know there's certain stoner comedies that people are fans of and they enjoy and whatnot. This one didn't do a whole lot for me. It's not like I was sitting there busting a gut. I was just sitting there, as my son likes to say, I felt like I was going through the motions because, you know, it's just like, okay, y'all going through this, you're going through that, you still ain't in your right mind, you don't even know how to use your powers, but you're using them, and it just, I don't know what to tell you about it. So with that, going into the old wallet, what the wallet got to say. Shooting from the old wallet as I do, I'm gonna have to go with the old gentleman's D. I mean, there's been other stoner comedies that, you know, you be laughing, you see how silly they are and whatnot and all the stuff that they're going through. This just didn't move the needle for me. So I can't, with a good conscience, tell you to go out and spend your money on it. Now, if you partake in weed or gummies or any of this other substances, you might go in here and it be your greatest movie of the year. But since I don't partake, it really didn't move the needle for me. Not that I don't find stoner comedies funny, just didn't find this one funny. So I can't. I gotta go with the gentleman's D. So with that, make sure you get that Pop Stars popcorn, getting you some more flavors. Try something new if you hadn't tried something new yet. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, as well as that notification bell to get everything new from Candid. Make sure you check it in on Nate and Joe's Wrestle Twins podcast along with Dee's documentaries. Stay tuned. We still chopping up new ideas, so there might be some other offshoots coming at you sooner or later. Just stay tuned. So with that, I'm Phillip for Candid at the Movies. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.